Hello and welcome, I'm your CodeMonkey. So a while ago, Unity asked me to do something very interesting, and right now it's actually live. You might know how I do my top new assets videos that I do every single month, top new visuals, free assets, systems and tools, and so on. I've been doing these videos for a very long time, so all the way since 2021, so for over 4 years now. For these, I basically browse new release lists and find a bunch of interesting things. So because of that, Unity asked me to pick 25 interesting assets to make a really nice bundle. And yep, here is the bundle. This is particularly special because they asked me to pick some assets that aren't usually picked. Sometimes some criticism that I see of the asset store is how it's always the same assets that are on sale, always the top sellers, those are always the ones that get discounted. So for this one over here, they asked me to pick something very, very different. Pick a bunch of assets that have never been included in any sales previously. So this is a great deal full of first-timers that you probably don't yet own. And of course, I picked the best, most interesting assets for the past 12 months. I've seen literally hundreds, maybe even thousands of assets throughout the past year. And these are basically the most interesting, most useful ones that I've seen. So I think a bunch of these you won't find generally useful for whatever project you're working on. This has quite a lot of variety, so chances are there's something here for whatever you're working on. And you can get all this for really just 25 bucks. That's a 95% off discount. So yep, that sounds like a great deal, so let's take a look and see exactly everything this contains. So first of all, the Runtime Transform Gizmos. So this one looks like a really excellent, basically modding tool, so if you want to add some kind of level editor, but importantly is how these are Runtime Transform Gizmos, so they work when your game is actually playing. That's why I say this is a great modding tool. So you can build all of these various modular parts, then include these tools inside the game for your players to be able to build any levels they want, and of course be able to share those levels with other people, add modding, and so on. So a potentially very, very useful tool. Next up, we've got Wingman. So this one is basically an expansion on the usual inspector. As a Unity developer, you spend tons of hours looking at the Unity inspector, so it helps have something a bit more efficient. So this one contains a bunch of filters and a bunch of actions that you can do on multiple components at once. So it's just a nice way of polishing a tool that you use non-stop whilst using Unity. Then here's one of my favorites that I've seen recently, the Ultimate Preview Window. So this one makes the Unity Preview Window much, much better. You can preview animations, you can preview VFX, you can customize the preview window to look in any way you want. It doesn't actually show all those pink errors that you might see usually. So with this one, you can actually have some proper color, some proper lighting. You can modify the angle of it. So it really just makes that one window much, much better. Then for some nice visuals, here you've got the Rod Constructor. This is a really great modular pack if you want to make cars kind of like this. You can customize the wheels, customize the fenders, the bodies, the bonnets, the weapons, and a bunch more. So this one of those assets, just with this one, you can make an entire game or multiple games using all kinds of stuff from this pack. Then the Roslyn C# compiler. This is another excellent potentially modding tool. Basically, you can have your players write C# code directly inside your game, and using this tool, you can basically compile that one while the game is running. So you can basically have your players write actual C# code to modify things inside your game, and then you compile that C# code and actually run that C# code alongside your actual game code. So if you want to dynamically run some C# code, this is really excellent. Next up, a really nice cable system. This is one of those things that I've always wanted to make myself, but if instead of making it yourself, if you just want something that works, then this one seems really capable. It's got all kinds of physics, so it works with all kinds of rotating wheels. The whole thing actually goes around various objects. So if you have ropes, if you have cables of any kind, then this one over here will make things feel quite a bit more realistic. Then the depth-based pixelator. One of the best things you can make to make your game stand out is just add a nice post-processing effect onto it, and this one definitely makes your game stand out. It makes things pixelated, but in an actual really nice way, not in a smudgy way. No, it actually looks pretty nice. Basically, the pixelation amount is dependent based on proximity to the camera. This makes a pixelated effect that looks quite a lot more interesting as opposed to just pixelating everything. Next up, we've got dev trails. So this is a great tool if basically you want to keep track on all kinds of statistics for how you make your games. This one helps you track your Unity's usage per each day, per each week, and so on. Track the usage per each project. Track your lifetime usage per number of sessions. You can see some nice bar graphs. You can keep track of your compiles, keep track of all kinds of stats that you make yourself. So if you're the kind of person who's obsessed with stats and who wants to figure out how exactly are you working, then a tool like this can be really nice for giving you all kinds of numbers. Next up, for a nice useful tool, here we have the UV editor and texture editor. If you're like me and you're not really too familiar with Blender, then these kinds of tools that can let you do these kinds of things directly inside Unity, these are super useful. And this one seems to be super easy to use. You can just grab any kind of 3D model and easily modify the UV. So if you have some kind of textures and you want to recolor them in some way, you just use this and you can easily modify various parts of your 3D object, modify the color in order to make things quite a bit more custom. Then something that is always awesome is adding destruction to your games. And basically the simplest way to do that is basically to just cut up a sprite or cut up a mesh in order to create all the various pieces and then just break them all apart. And this is a tool that basically helps you do that. You take an entire sprite and you can create all of the custom sub-sprites based on that sprite. And then once you have all those, you can really just blow it up and it looks quite a bit more satisfying. So if you have any kind of 3D game, this is a great way to add quite a bit more life to your project. Then to keep track of how your game is actually running, then here's a great tool to give you all kinds of stats. You can easily see your performance, track how the FPS are going up or down. You can actually visualize all the colliders, so if you have issues with collision, this can be super useful. You can see the console directly inside of your game. You can have a nice slider to modify timescale. So you have a nice general debugging tool. Then for some more fun visuals, if you're making a bilateral style game, something with cards, if so, then here's a nice visual effect pack. You can have some regular cards, some foil cards, and a bunch that look quite interesting. Next, for another awesome effect, here's a Noir effect. Again, like I said, changing the post-processing for your game is one of the easiest ways to make it stand out. And with this, your game will definitely look quite unique. If you add this, basically, even on default, it will already look pretty different from every other game on Steam, so that gives you a leg up by quite a little bit. Then here's a very interesting one that does exactly what the name implies. It lets you add colliders to your decals. So basically, you can apply a decal on something, and decal, in case you don't know, is basically a projection, so you can have some kind of irregular mesh and apply something on top of it. And with this, you can basically have a collider with the shape of the thing that is projected on top of it. So even if that thing is on some kind of corner, the colliders are applied perfectly. And then of course that depends on what you want to do with it. Maybe you want the player to be able to print out some kind of graffiti, and then be able to identify there's a graffiti over here, overlapping with this one over here, and do some kind of mechanic based on that. Then for some awesome VFX pack, here's one. I really love this publisher, they've got some really awesome effects. And this one over here, this one stood out to me because I'm pretty sure these first two, this one is basically inspired by Kamehameha, and this one is basically a Gallic gun. So based on that, obviously I was a fan of this pack. If you want VFX pack, then yep, this one is awesome, and this one especially anime powers. Particularly if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, then yep, this is a great one to use in some kind of game. Next up, if you want to debug your game once the game is actually running, then this tool helps you do all kinds of things. This is actually a very capable one, and it is capable not just on desktop, but also has a bunch of things specifically for mobile. So for mobile developers, this one seems quite interesting. You can have all kinds of nice debug widgets that you can enable or disable. Very quickly, with a simple API, you can create all kinds of interesting debug menus. Then you can add some buttons in order to do all kinds of things in your game, like give the player some ammo or spawn some enemies. So for debugging, for iteration, for testing, this seems like a very useful tool. Next up, another fun one to easily populate your levels. So here we've got Body Poser. Basically just drop a body from somewhere, it falls around the natural way, and then you can basically just bake that object in that position. That way it no longer has collisions, meaning it's going to be very performant, and since it's using collisions, it's actually going to have the perfect position. So like I said, really excellent tool for doing level design. Then if you'd like to make a kitchen game, perhaps something inspired by my own kitchen chaos tutorial, if so, then here's a nice burger shop pack. If you had an entire modern shop, so with this one pack, you can definitely do a very interesting management game. So like I said, if you want to take my tutorial and take it to the next level, go ahead, implement this. Have some kind of players walking around here, have some players in the kitchen, some players in the front, have some customers come in and so on. So yep, with this one pack, you can make something very interesting. Then for another useful tool, here we've got better animation events. And this one, like the name implies, helps you make the animation events quite a bit better. Unity's animation events, those look like this. Those are very tough to read. You really just see those tiny little icons and you actually have to mouse over them to see what those events are. So this one over here makes it quite a bit more visible. So if you're the kind of person who works quite a lot with animation events, then this one over here, this one seems insanely useful. Next up, if you got a nice cartoony sort of game, here's a nice VFX pack. Personally, I'm always a fan of cartoony VFX packs, especially these that have those kinds of comic book style fonts and so on. These always look quite nice. I'm a big fan of this. I think this demo looks really great, so if you have the kind of game where this kind of thing would make sense, if so, this would be a great pack. Then one thing that you use all the time is the console, and if you want to make the console quite a bit more visible with some colors, some organization and so on, if so, then this visual console seems super useful. You basically just take a bunch of boring messages and you make it nice and visual. So if you've got tons of messages in your console, then organizing them like this can be super helpful. Then here's another nice destruction tool, or rather a destruction asset. So this includes basically the full build prop, as well as the various parts, and then you can easily just break them all apart. Like I said a while ago, destruction is an easy way to add a bunch of polish to your games. And the previous tool was great for 2D, and this one is great for 3D. Then if you want to make some interesting things doing new time, if so, this tool seems to be quite useful. If your game has some kind of time rewind mechanic, like the player's moving in this direction, then you want to rewind back time. If so, this one over here basically is going to record all the positions of all of the objects, and then you can easily walk those back. So you can do all kinds of interesting inventive mechanics with this one tool. And here's another one that also seems pretty anime inspired, I would say. So these over here do seem like someone going Super Saiyan. So if you've got some kind of aura, some kind of buffs or debuffs in your game, then this pack over here would be really nice. You can imagine how having the character inside these effects makes it look quite a bit better, as opposed to just the character by itself or just glowing. Nope, make it glow and add these effects and it looks super awesome. So yep, that's the home bundle. As you can see, quite a lot of stuff on all kinds of topics. You've got super useful tools, you've got all kinds of visuals, really everything to work in 2D, 3D, whether making simple games, complex games, here you can find tools and assets to help you with basically anything you want to make. And since these are pretty recent assets, like I said, chances are you don't yet own any of these. So picking up this bundle for just 25 bucks, that makes it 95% off. This one is a really great deal. This one is only running for 1 week, so if you're interested, definitely get it quickly. You can get it with the link in the description. That link is an affiliate link, so if you get it through there, you get some awesome assets, and I get a really nice commission. So yep, thanks to Unity for asking me to set up this bundle. It was really interesting to pick out a bunch of interesting assets out of the hundreds or thousands that I've seen in the past year. I hope you enjoy what I picked, I hope you find them quite useful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.